wearing blue trunks with white trim. He hails from Telford, England. He weighed in at 158 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with 21 wins, no losses, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his American debut in the squared circle. Please welcome the former European champion and current WBC #1 ranked contender, introducing Richie Woodhall. And presenting the defending champion on my right, fighting out of the red corner, making this mandatory defense of his crown. He is wearing blue trunks, fighting out of and representing his hometown and our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. He weighed in at a ready 157 pounds. His record includes 29 wins, 1 defeat, with 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making the first defense of his title, introducing the current WBC middleweight champion of the world, introducing Keith Holmes.
Good evening, Keith and Richie. You both know the rules of the WBC. I'll be here to enforce them, and you better obey them. Shake hands now. Come out boxing at the bell. Good luck.
He jabs in hopes of setting up a straight left hand. He also has a nice right subsequent flurry. Ended it, some fell prematurely, but Quincy Taylor didn't complain. Distance. Woodhall's a boxer, not a slugger.
Middle with the right hand and the left hook to the side. That's for me has always been the most effective.
And as for fighting a southpaw, as we were discussing before, good defense by
sometimes be boring.
Woodhall's best punch just before middleweight championship.
You know, Keith Holmes is both fighters have to be more offensive, period.
For rumors of a hyperextended elbow as Holmes misses with that straight left hand. Good defense by Woodhall with a duck under.
Where to position himself, a truly excellent referee.
Little combination there by Woodhall. Final seconds of round 3. Woodhall continues to fight mostly a defense.
Waiting, looking for a spot, using his jab, but also neither fighter looks like they want to get into any kind of...
9-1 with 19 KOs. Holmes with more power. And Holmes showing some of that power there with a straight. Was a lot smaller, about 147. Joppy clearly...
There's not a lot of definitive action here.
There's a straight left by Holmes. Holmes missing knockouts. Former Olympic bronze medalist of the 8th in D.C. lives in nearby Hyattsville, Maryland. He's the hometown guy, Woodhall from England.
The approaching blow by blow, punch by punch.
No, 1 or 2 of the rounds I think Woodhall may have actually pulled out or pulled even by sneaking, grabbing a few
rounds. Keith is beginning to find.
Watching closely.
Who seems to be getting more and more brave as the fight goes.
Nice little flurry there by Richie Woodhall, all the way from England. Oh, a beautiful right uppercut by Keith Holmes, the best punch of the night.
Certainly the best punch of the night. It's ignited a little bit of a fire under him. He's looking to come in and do more damage. But once again, Woodhall starts bopping around, and he almost hypnotizes Holmes, who stops coming in.
So Keith Holmes not following it up. Oh, Woodhall follows up.
Moment of glory, and that's a beautiful uppercut. Keep your eyes on the gloves. Oh, look at that. All the way from outside through.
To pick up from that.
The boxing term.
It is now.
Well,
good combination to the body. Combination to the body by Holmes, bobbing in win condition for the title. This might have a bearing on him mentally.
You know, he called it scary, and it maybe he's putting too much pressure on himself because it's a fight. It's another day at the office.
He's just got to put all of that out of his mind and go after his opponent as he is doing here. And the crowd getting into it. But the defense of Woodhall, a welt forming under the right eye of the challenger Woodhall.
This round, as he should have been fighting the last 3 or 4.
Again, just a lot of posing. It's puffy now all of a sudden. We noticed the welt under the right eye, but the whole face seems to be back a bit. Lazy left hook there by Holmes. He needs more pop fight decisively if he has any ideas. And then a left hook by Richie Woodhall out of nowhere. Woodhall beginning to, but he's got to follow it up. entire 9+ rounds.
You know, it has.
The crowd, Bobby and Ferdy, trying to urge Holmes on by checking.
Well, that's a continental style of fighting he's doing it very well.
Particularly in lovely Las Vegas.
Yeah, this isn't Las Vegas, but
With the right to the head of Holmes. And then a straight right by Holmes. Back comes Woodhall. The action heating up.
Counter to counter. Keith Holmes came in through a punch. Slipped the neck.
Here comes Holmes, Bobby.
Counter to counter.
And then the counter combination by
I told him to go out and get this round, and he's trying like that.
inside a minute, round 11. Good combination by Woodhall with the extra punch. There he does. See if he picks up where he left off. Holmes has been clean. Combination by Holmes to the face of Woodhall. Woodhall comes barreling back.
Oh, just
Toe-to-toe.
he just got clocked good by Holmes. But boy, there's a lot of sand in this guy.
Now blood streaking from the left nostril of Woodhall.
Now, Woodhall's a tough character. He's got a reputation for being pretty durable, and he's got a lot of grit. He'll fight back. He just doesn't have the guns to keep Keith off. He doesn't have the power to hurt him.
Now Woodhall.
A round like this.
Judges from Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Japan. Oh, look out, down he goes! Woodhall down for the first time in his career out of nowhere here on the 12.
He walked, he ducked right into an uppercut. He was hurt. Keith followed it up. It was great.
Less than a minute remaining in the 12th and final round. Can Woodhall make it to the final bell? Holmes comes back in on him, looking to finish him off. Woodhall staggering into the ropes for Kenny, watching closely. Holmes looking to pour it on. For Kenny right there. The flurry by Holmes. For Kenny stops the fight.
Great finish for Keith Holmes. Retains his title on a great finish.
You know, I'll be interested to see what the scores were going up. I still feel that Keith was definitely landing more powerful blows, more effective aggressor. Just an all-foot fighting style for both men to face. Just a very, very difficult fight to score all the way around.
After all that, it will not end up in the hands of the judges, but it will be interesting to get their scores. We hope to get just that before we go off the air. So Keith Holmes has done it. Unofficially 232 here in the 12th round. Holmes retains his WBC middleweight championship. And he hands Richie Woodhall his first defeat in 22 fights. Holmes goes to 29-1 with 20 knockouts. There's Richie consoled. He'll go back to England without the belt. This man retains the belt in his first title defense. Keith Holmes, a Maryland product. He has now won 23 fights in a row, going all the way back to 1990. Meantime, Richie Woodhall, his first fight on American soil, slides to 21-1. The belt stays right here in the United States of America, around the waist of Washington, D.C. native Keith Holmes. He now makes his home in nearby Hyattsville, Maryland. We're here in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Keith Holmes, who gets to share his joy tonight with his hometown fans and family.
So we're going to look at it again. We're going to see a replay. First part of the replay is where he gets Woodhall in trouble. Keith Holmes, he works in, and I think he walks right into an uppercut. You see it up underneath. There's an uppercut coming up in here somewhere where he just gets caught. This might be after the uppercut even. Here you'll see him again. Woodhall keeps coming in. Now we got the knockdown. After he was hurt, Woodhall was not really in the fight anymore. He was tired, and he just got pummeled. He walked into combination after combination, and once again, Keith Holmes finally turned it up. Countered the counter, followed that counter, and made him pay when he missed Woodhall in the beginning of the end, very quick. Here's the finish for Arthur McCanty, and he's right in the outskirts of this, watching very closely and very carefully. There you see Arthur as he comes in the picture. No more legs under Woodhall. He's really out of it, just trying to survive, hold on, clear his head. Keith Holmes, a little wild here, misses a few shots, which allows the fight to go on a little bit longer. Arthur McCanty, you'll see, comes in, almost stops it right away, backs off for a second, but then comes in. There you see, he almost stopped it right there. He watches 2 or 3 more good shots, and Keith just started to apply the pressure, and his fight's really over.
Keith
Good
Holmes
stoppage.
venturing into the 12th round for only the third time in his career. He retains his WBC middleweight championship. We are just about set for the official reading of the time. We go to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 32 seconds of round number 12. Our referee in charge, Arthur Mercanti Sr., stops the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout and still WBC middleweight champion of the world, Keith Holmes.